All right, we are live. See if we pick up anybody yet. Nobody. Should be going live now. Are you on? Am I on? Yeah. See, I got you on there.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Time to. You gonna come join on the video?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm walking upstairs.
All right. All right. I'm just waiting for my buddy to get on a live stream, and we'll start this off. It's kind of weird just sitting here talking to a computer. Normally, I'm talking to the camera, and that's just really strange because, um, me personally, it's just weird talking to a camera to an inanimate object. But now I'm talking to a computer. So first live stream ever. Waiting for my buddy to get online here. Mic check. Sound a little better. How's that? You hear me now? Testing. Mic check. Should be a lot better now. Not sure how the video quality is. Live for once, where are you? You're supposed to be joining me on this. You're live streaming yourself, and I got an empty chair. All right. Looks like I got good mic quality now. Thanks, Underdog. Um, how's it going, Jeff? Just waiting for my buddy Live for once to get on. He's in the down. Oh, that way. He's in the corner down there, just in the empty chair. He's supposed to be joining me for this first time. So, like I said, it is kind of weird talking to the computer. I'm used to kind of talking to the camera now, but this is totally new. All right, looks like Live for Once just joined. Now, I'm gonna pop my headphones on here so I can hear him. All right, we're good. So, alrighty, I can hear you, Mark. And I'm gonna take the headphones off because there's a delay. So, a little bit of delay, Live for Once, but that's all right. So I'm gonna take the headphones off because there's a bit of a delay. Oh, you like the hammock videos? Thank you. So I really love hammocks. Probably no surprise there, but I actually own 7 hammocks now, which is kind of crazy. But later on in this little live stream, I'm going to talk about some of the hammocks, and let's get going. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about is actually a recent trip that I took up to the presidentials up in New Hampshire. So me and a good friend of mine, we hiked up and we wanted to do the Presidential Traverse. So we drove up like real early in the morning, left like 3 in the morning, drove up there, and we took the shuttle to the Appalachian Trailhead and started hiking up. So I've always wanted to do the Presidential Traverse. I've hiked up Mount Washington twice. Once in the winter was my first time, and then once in the summer in the rain. And I wanted to do the whole traverse. So one of the things that I was actually testing out, and this is my little piece of gear here. This is the Survive Outdoor Longer's thermal bivy. So I wanted to test this out because I put this into my survival kit. So my survival kit, it was this little bag that I used to use, and it's grown into a larger bag. So I've incorporated a lot of ideas from a lot of the comments that you guys had, and this was one of the things that I added into it. But I want to do a test, and a lot of times I'll test stuff out right on the trail. So I was expecting probably like 50 degrees, and it got down to probably about 38. It was pretty cold, and we actually camped out about 5,500 feet. So I did not bring a sleeping bag. I did not bring like any extra clothing or anything like that. I usually go lightweight. So I tested this out, and I did have a sleeping bag liner, which is just a little silk liner. I did use that, um, but it actually worked good. I was warm, and I want to say that it definitely helped out. So my buddy, he was in his tent and he had a sleeping bag, and he was like, "Man, I'm cold. I don't know how you did it in just that little bivy bag." But one of the things that I always stress is that you have to know yourself. You have to know like what you can take. So me, I know I sleep warm, and that I don't need as much insulation. So something like this that provides almost no insulation and just a little bit of reflectix was enough for me, even at like 40 degrees. Um, so that was a good trip. So the next day we woke up and we started hiking. It was pretty cool, and we hiked up over Mount Clay. But going up Clay, my left knee started really hurting me. So we were hiking up Clay, and I didn't say anything to my buddy. I just kept pushing, and we got to the base of Mount Washington, and I was like, this is really hurting. So I told him, I says, my knees kind of hurting me a little bit, um, and we just decided to push on. So we hiked up to the top of Mount Washington, and once we got to the top, I was like, you know what, my knee is killing me. So I told my buddy, I says, well, let's go eat. Let's get some good food and rest up. So we spent about an hour up there, and my knee started swelling up a little bit. And I decided at that point to call it quits because I didn't want to hike another 10 miles um, in those conditions, because there's no way to get off the trail. So at the top of Mount Washington, I got a couple of ways down. I could take, I could take the Railway down. I could, hike down and then uh, catch the whatchamacallit, um, the shuttle, or I could hitchhike down. So I decided, being kind of cheap, that I was going to hitchhike down. Me and my buddy Seth, we hitched down, and we took the shuttle back to my car. So I was a little disappointed in that trip because I really wanted to do that, but I wasn't going to push it, with my knee like that, and so I decided, not going to risk it. I don't want to cause more of an injury to my knee, and at that point, like I said, I was a little disappointed. But so I'm still working on that video. So that video will be out this year. So that kind of leads me into one of the other things I want to talk about is my videos. So my videos were always really sporadic, and I would release them at different times. So I got myself on a new schedule. So every Friday at 3 p.m. I'm gonna release a video. I've had a lot of videos in queue, and I edited them. I got them all edited, and I actually have them all queued up, ready to go. So really happy with that. Trying to get on a more consistent basis with my uploads, trying to make them a little bit, uh, you know, just a little bit more scheduled. So it's something that I really hadn't done in the past. So that's kind of one of my goals for 2019, is to get on a very scheduled, regimented release. So this live stream was just kind of like it was a suggestion from my buddy Live for Once. He's down, he's in that corner. He's just chilling there. I don't have my headphones on, so I can't tell if he's actually talking or not. But he says, you should do a live stream. So I'm like, well, I'll do it. I'm gonna do a live stream. So uh, let's see. Get a little comment there. I haven't checked the comments. A few years ago, tore cartilage in my knee. Ended up having to do some surgery. Oh, so yeah, definitely don't want to have to do surgery. So it was probably maybe 3, 4 years ago. I did the Pemigewasset loop, and basically the same thing. My knee on the side started hurting me in that trip. So that trip, I was totally alone, and I had to finish up, so I pushed myself, to finish that trip. But I never went to the doctor because I'm pretty stubborn with that stuff. So uh, my wife is telling me that I should go get it checked out. Now that I'm being a little bit older, probably should do that. All right. So, but with the more consistent uploads, I'm hoping to kind of grow the channel a little bit, and also make some better videos. So another thing, and I got a video coming out about this too, but this is my old camera. So this is the camera I used to use, for YouTube, and it was really kind of crappy, plain and simple. I had a Sony Handycam, and it crapped out on me during one of my trips, and I bought that camera, and this is the Canon SX60HS PowerShot. So I bought that camera, and I was pretty disappointed with it. So a new addition to the channel is this baby right here. So my new videos will be shot on this. This is the Canon 80D with the Rode mic. Very happy about that addition. I really like that camera. It's got great video quality, and the audio quality is much better too. So I'm hoping to make better videos in the future. So with that being said, let's get into hammocks, because I know that's why a lot of people watch my channel. So I did just release a video last week on this hammock here. This is the Nortrek hammock. Um, Full disclosure, they contacted me. They sent me an email and asked me, hey, you want to try out this hammock? We'll send it to you. So I said, sure, as long as it's a quality, piece of a decent quality hammock. I'll put a video up. So I decided to test it out. I do like it. It's nice. It comes with hammock straps, carabiners. So pretty good quality hammock. So that video was up. That was released, I believe, last Friday. Um, and another hammock company had contacted me a while back, and that is Try Provisions. So this video is not up yet. So I made a video a while back, uh, but it didn't really come out good. The video quality wasn't great. So I do want to do another video with this. They actually sent me 2 hammocks, so that was pretty cool of them. I like this blue one, and they also sent me a black one. These are a single hammock, where the Nortrek is a double hammock, which is much better for me because I'm kind of a bigger guy. And the double hammocks are a little bit more comfortable. You can lay diagonal, and just get a nice flat lay. So with that being said, another company sent me another hammock. So I got all these extra hammocks, and what I wanted to do was actually give one away. I don't need all these hammocks. So I actually went out today and tested this hammock out, and it's very similar to the Nortrek. Now, I'm not going to try to say the name, but I'll get this close to the camera there. Uh, it's a Chinese company. They had contacted me, said they like my videos, yada yada yada. I want to they wanted to send out a hammock for me to test. So this is also a double hammock, and I went out. I hung in the hammock today. Very similar, like I said, to the Nortrek, but I want to give this hammock away because I just don't need them. I have, like I said, several hammocks, and I'm basically probably just going to do a contest. So when this video gets released on this hammock here, if you want this hammock, you got to go ahead. You got to be a subscriber. You got to like the video and leave a comment. Say, I need a hammock. Just a little comment, telling me why you want the hammock, this or that, and that will get you entered in to win this hammock. And I'll get that video up. It won't be released this Friday, but probably like next Sunday. Um, I'll do a video release of this hammock here. So that being said, um, those are basically my talking points for the live stream. Live for once. You could always use a hammock. You gotta go camping with me, man. It's only been like what, 2 years since you made an appearance on the channel. And with that being said, it was funny because my other two buddies, they were in hammocks, and my buddy Seth, he borrowed one of my hammocks. And Live for once, he was the only one in a tent. And actually, I just rewatched that video myself the other day, and I always enjoy reminiscing over my trips. One of the reasons why I started YouTube um, was so that I could capture some of these moments on the trail that I really enjoyed. I like making videos on YouTube, and I also like the interaction that I get through YouTube itself. So, uh, any other questions? Go ahead and type them in the comment box down below. Um, but those are basically my talking points for the live stream, and I thank everyone that joined me. All right. All right, looks like just live for once. Trying to get that hammock in there. All right, guys, gonna sign off. Like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.